What's up, print fam? Welcome back to the print shop. Today we're answering questions from the Facebook group. A link to it is down in the description. Thank you to firesprint.com for sponsoring today's video. Now, in the Facebook group, I asked kind of some questions, and a few of the common questions people are asking are about the HP Latex. Tony specifically says costing for different vinyls, how much the ink is, cleaning cartridges, general maintenance, etc., as well as can you use it with a Graphtec cutter. So let's answer all those questions. This is my HP Latex. Inside this drawer is where the maintenance cartridge goes. I recently took one of those apart on the video. And then on the other end of the printer is where all of the ink cartridges go. So there are, let's see, 7 cartridges? Yes. So we have the standard CMYK, and we have light cyan, light magenta, as well as an optimizer. So you can actually see I have extras. For the first time ever in my life, I've purchased more stock than I need because I was told that the price of ink was going up and I was doing a couple of big jobs and I just didn't want to run out. So I did buy extra. At the time of recording this video, each cartridge is $125. But let's show you over to the printer here. So we have magenta, light magenta, cyan, light cyan, optimizer, yellow, and black. And they all just kind of pop out. When you're ready to replace them, you push some buttons on the screen. It tells you go ahead and replace it, and then you're good. Now, it's hard to go over costs of media because where you buy it from, how much you buy, etc., is all gonna, and even the type of material you buy is gonna be different. The most common material that I run is pressure-sensitive vinyl, PSV, self-adhesive, sometimes people call it, sticker media, label media, who knows what different people call it. But that's the most common that I use. I pay right around $180 per roll. You can buy more expensive rolls, but you can also buy cheaper rolls. But I pay about $180 for a 54-inch by 150-foot roll. And someone's knocking, so I gotta go. So this is my pressure sensitive stuff that I run. Like I said, it's about $180 a roll. We've got canvas media, tissue paper, banner media. This tends to be in the 25 cents per square foot. We've got some static cling, some poster paper, which again, usually about 25 cents a square foot is what I pay. Some miscellaneous stuff. Car magnet, I think, is around $2 a square foot. And then the holographic is expensive too, in the $1-2 range. I can't remember exactly what it is. But mostly what I print is the pressure sensitive, the banner, and then poster paper. I have a calculator that you can buy from my website. I would say on average, my cost per square foot to print is really in the 7 to 10 cent range. I always bill it out at 15 cents. I recently had a job that was 100% magenta coverage, and that was probably the most expensive job I have ever printed, and it sucked up a whole cartridge of ink in one day printing. It was 2,600 8x8 stickers. I lost the whole magenta cartridge from printing that job, but I didn't lose money. It just was the quickest I've ever gone through ink, because normally the ink, you're not doing full saturation or full coverage, and the ink for me has always lasted quite a while. I've only ever replaced 2 maintenance cartridges. Those I think are in the $150 range, and then the print heads are either $125 or $135. I've only ever replaced a couple of those as well. So let's see here. That's gonna make me sign in. Just tell you the prices that I'm currently paying. Like I said, from what I've heard, prices are going up. the first of the year. So who knows what they will be. So we've got the inks, which I know right now are 125. Oh, nope, they're 135. Maybe they've gone up. Maybe I just don't remember. Maybe the heads were 125. The heads were 125. Inks 135 a piece, heads 125 a piece, and then the maintenance cartridge is 155. As far as ongoing maintenance, there's really been no ongoing maintenance. There's 3 maintenance things that you have to do with the printer, like cleaning off the rod and then lubricating it, but it comes with the cleaning wipes, it comes with the lubricant. There's a third one after you do a ton of printing that usually they suggest having a tech do. I haven't got to that point, but most people say it's a couple $1,000s. But according to like my chart, I'm only like 25% there. So I have had my machine almost 3 years, or maybe over 3 years, and I've only used 25% of that maintenance schedule. So it's not super expensive to run, and as long as you use a calculator or figure out your pricing, then you're not gonna hose yourself when you bid stuff out. So this is the calculator I made to make my life easier. So I can say that I want 25 of something. That something is 5 by 5 inches. So it determines that I need 5 square feet at 28 cents a square foot. Then it's going to cost me $1.54. It's going to actually charge 35 cents, where, like I said, it's really only around 10 on average. So ink is 175. If you actually do the math, that's different, but I include like a 10% margin of error and buffer for everything, which is why the math doesn't seem like it makes sense. So the total job, $10.36. I double it to get my profit, so I charge $31.08. I can also add other things on here, contour cutting, additional stuff, boxes, etc. But I'm competitive in the market, and I haven't had complaints about my pricing. I stick to my pricing to make sure I don't lose money. I've loved the HP Latex. Super low maintenance. The longest I've let it sit is about a month without ever printing, and then printing again. Usually at this point in my business, I'm printing on it multiple times a week, and at some points it's every day. But usually it's just multiple times a week that I'm printing on the HP Latex. I recently had one complaint about the quality of stickers that had a high gradient in it. They didn't like that they could see the dot pattern, and I was just like, unfortunately, that's what my printer does, and if you don't like it, then you'll need to find someone else. But I get that dot pattern in my UV printer. I get it in my Konica. Not so much in the Konica because it's got a higher resolution, but I see dots in everything. So, yeah, I love the HP Latex. I will probably buy another one. I plan on replacing mine at 5 years, regardless of it functioning or not. I hope it's still functioning at the 5-year mark, but that's when I plan to replace it, so that I could start using a new one and then having that as a backup, or to run like just banner media or something. So there is one other printer that is a contestant right now, at least for me in my business, but for a beginner printer and a first purchase printer, I think the HP Latex is a really good machine. It has a lot of versatility. It can print on a lot of different media types, and it's relatively affordable. You can, like myself, you can get it in the print and cut solution, which comes with a Summa cutter that's rebranded HP, or you can buy it with a Graphtec. If you're going to be doing a lot of stickers, I would probably recommend the Graphtec. The only downside is if you're going to get the 315 or 335, then you'll have to spend a little bit more as well on your RIP software so that it is compatible with the Graphtec. But I love the machine. I'll link to my calculator down in the description. I think I sell them for $3 or $4. If you don't feel like you have the money that you can buy one, just shoot me an email and I'll send you a copy of it. But again, I've really loved the machine. It's been super helpful for me. The main reason why I ended up buying the printer, lots of yawning today. The main reason why I ended up buying the printer was because a lot of outsourced vendors no longer offered contour cut stickers, which is a great segue into the sponsor of today's video, firesprint.com. They actually do stickers. So if it's something that you want to start selling or start doing, you can outsource it. There's also a bunch of people on the channel that you can outsource to, but that was the main reason why I went with a printer, because I wanted to be able to do stickers. So if you need a good partner for outsourced products besides just stickers, firesprint.com does a lot of core plast, a lot of signage, a lot of screen printed signage. So it's a super affordable rate, because you can spank digital pricing if you're doing just 1 to 3 colors on like a yard sign. They've got some really killer pricing. They've got their fast and free section where they offer fast turnaround and free shipping. So make sure you check out the sponsor. You can get 10% off your first order using the discount code in the description. Thank you again, firesprint.com, for sponsoring today's video. If you guys have any questions about the HP Latex that I maybe didn't cover or want me to go more in depth, let me know down in the comments or ask on the Facebook group. I'm not sure why I'm losing it today with the yawns, but thanks as always for watching, Perfam, and we'll see you in the next video.